Ocean Music Fest is going to be a main production show in the Viva Theater that features the singers from all of the lounge musician acts. So that's myself, Stephanie, Andrea from Duo Asukar, Francis Larson, our solo guitarist, and Daniel, who is the singer of the party band, The Classic Tones. We are headed to rehearsal now. We are going to begin installing this new show, and we're super excited about it, but we are running late, so see you in rehearsal. Today's rehearsal was actually just for the vocalists. We wanted to make sure that the songs were all in the right key for everybody and that everyone was comfortable with any of the changes to the form that have been made for this particular show. Typically when you book a cruise, all of the shows are already going to be installed, and so you won't have to worry about whether or not different shows are going to be available when you book your cruise. Since this is a brand new ship, all of the shows are having to be installed one at a time. An install takes a little bit of time because the entire stage has to be set for production. All of the set pieces, all of the technical pieces around lighting and sound have to be set, and so each different show that's installed has to take at least a couple of weeks in order to get up and running. I'm really excited about this new show. I'm really excited about being able to perform on the main stage in the Viva Theater and to be able to show off what Stephanie and I do and what all of the other lounge musician acts do. Ocean Music Fest features not just the vocalists from the lounge music acts, but it also features the instrumentalists from the Sid Norman's band. So we're going to have Valentine from the Ukraine on keys, Guilhem from Spain on guitar, Danielle on bass from Colombia, and Ernesto on the drums. He is also from Colombia. This will be our first time getting to run all of these songs with the band, so let's head on down. Rehearsal was awesome. Everyone involved in this is insanely talented, and it felt really good to be able to collaborate with the instrumentalists from Sid Norman. They're all such great musicians and such cool people, but then to also be able to sing with all the other vocalists in a larger group like that, to be able to find parts in harmony and really kind of focus in on putting together a really great show. It felt really good. So I'm excited to see where this process takes us. We are headed into our first rehearsal with the musical director for Ocean Music Fest. We are beginning the install starting now, so that next sailing we are fully up and running. The most challenging part of installing this new show is that throughout this entire process, we are still going to have all of our regularly scheduled performances in the evenings. So I gotta start getting ready for our next show. We are playing in the atrium today. Here's Kim, he's our sound tech. What's up, man? Let's go. Today we are headed into a rehearsal with all the vocalists for Ocean Music Fest, and we're actually splitting into two groups. The ladies are going to be going into wardrobe first, getting fitted for their costumes, while the guys work on a couple of the songs that we're all doing together, and then we will switch. And then I believe later on we are having a production meeting, and then this evening we actually don't have any scheduled sets, which is nice. 80s Prom is also opening today, so we get to go watch that brand new production show open for the first time. Today, the first official thing on our schedule is that we have a rehearsal for Ocean Music Fest at 2 o'clock. So we decided to get off the ship in port in order to go have some lunch, hang out with some friends. We got on the shuttle bus that takes us from our ship into the city center, and we were really happily surprised to find our friends Tanya and Mark, who are some of the principals in the Beetlejuice cast, and also our friend Tina, who is on the cruise staff. And so the 5 of us got lunch together at this really cute little pasta and coffee shop. And the owner's daughter got married recently, and they decided to share wedding favors with us. It was really sweet.
It was super sweet. It was a proud padre, a proud father right there. I thought it was just a nice, like, local Italian feel. It was just the pasta of the day. Like, you didn't need a menu. So they cooked just traditional spaghetti with zucchini and tomato and a coffee Americano, and it was lovely. It was very simple and something that I've been missing from home. So his story of his daughter's wedding made me feel really good today.
All right, well, our shuttle bus is here, so we're gonna get back on the ship and we'll see you at rehearsal. Our director, Marguerite, is awesome. She did such a good job of giving us different places to go during the performance and making sure that the featured vocalist is featured and that everybody else is doing what they need to do to support that vocalist. We are headed down to the atrium for our sets here tonight. Off we go.
Thank you so much. Hey, we are David and Stephanie. We are having such an amazing night with you here so far. We are loving all of the dancing.
It's October 11th. Today the Viva is ported in Naples, Italy, but unfortunately we aren't getting off the ship today. We have something else to do. We have rehearsal and install with Ocean Music Fest from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. And then after that, Stephanie and I have a set up in the observation room for the Latitudes party, and then we are performing in the Metropolitan this evening. It's a very, very big day, very busy day, so let's get into it. I am mic number 4.
Now I have a signal from
in
the
your pack
guitar.
number 4.
Vocalists are going to do notes in the house, but please sit in the seating and not on the dance floor. Band, grab whatever in-ears you have that you took from Sid's. Text, feel free to do whatever you need to do to start setting up your icons. Thank you.
That was a really fun rehearsal. We went over a lot of blocking, which is basically just like telling people where they're supposed to stand for certain parts of songs, and
People not in the industry call it staging.
there's a lot of stuff that just as a standard concert musician, like rock concert musician, I've never really had to think of, but I really had fun with that.
You retained it like a dancer. Yeah.
I'm a dancer
You know,
now.
he's gonna be in I forgot that tap dance show.
I'm gonna be in Rite of Spring.
What's the tap dance show with the Irish people?
Oh, Riverdance.
Riverdance, yeah.
There's still a lot of work to go. We just barely started working with the amplified version of this show with the drums and the whole band and making sure we're using our in-ears and everything like that. So
And we open in 4 days.
we open in 4 days. It's a lot of work to go, but we'll get there. We've got
4 days.
4 days. Wish us luck. So now we are headed up to the observation room for the captain's VIP party, and then we've got a couple of sets this evening in Metropolitan. We are here on the Viva getting set for Ocean Music Fest. Today we are going through the rest of the staging and blocking for the vocalists, and then in a little bit we are going to be doing some in-ear monitoring, tweaks, make sure that we're hearing what we need to hear in order to perform at our best, and then we are going to do a full-on sound check. This is a really cool way to do a mix right now. They're using the recordings from our quick run-through yesterday. As you can see, no one's on the stage right now, and so what we're hearing at the moment are the recordings from yesterday going through the same inputs, so everything should be the same volume. So as we're fixing and tweaking our in-ear mixes today, we're able to ask for more or less of any particular instrument and get exactly the mix that we're looking for. This is really, really cool.
Can I get a little bit more of the rhythm guitar in my ears, Alex? Is that possible?
Yes, just hold on. I will just try to get the panorama guitar.
Sure, thank you.
I've seen a lot of videos of engineers who are able to operate this way, but you know, with just our small band, we've never really been able to do that. And so this is a really cool experience doing that. And also all of our in-ear mixes are in stereo, and this is my first time getting to hear everything in stereo. Our vocal rehearsal with our music director Vera was awesome. She does such a great job of finding something for all 5 of us to be singing, to support each other, and the harmonies that came together are spectacular. There's just so much attention to detail in this. It is really fun to work with Vera and Marguerite. We took a quick lunch break and came back and got to rehearse all of the new harmonies we had been working on with the full band, and that same level of attention to detail was applied throughout that practice too.
So we just need to take a look, yeah, and make sure it's memorized. I think that's really good, right? It's memorized. That's all for that. For me.
Tonight we have to head up and perform in the observation room for the Latitudes party. And one of our favorite things about performing up there is getting to perform while the sun sets. It's usually really pretty. Today is Friday, October 13th, and we are ported here in Malta today. We have a call time for our rehearsal at 1:30. We just got here at noon, able to get off the ship. Luckily it's walking distance, so we can try to make some use of our time here today. We haven't had any time off the ship since install started, so this feels nice. Our time out here went so fast. We were able to take an elevator up to the city of Valletta, but by the time we walked all the way to that elevator, took it up and looked around for just a couple minutes, we pretty much had to turn around and come back to the ship in order to be here in time for our call time. So our time in Malta was short. Luckily, we will be here again at some point, and we'll get to see a little bit more of this beautiful micro country. Today we are running our rehearsal in our costumes, so we're gonna head down and get our notes from yesterday all ironed out, do a quick run through with just the vocalists, and then the band just gonna join us. So another big day, let's get into it. Tonight we get to play our favorite sets in our favorite venue. We are headed down to play in Sid Norman's Poorhouse.
Hey, thank you. Good evening. David and Stephanie, we've not met you yet, and if you can't see the screen behind us, we're David and Stephanie. This one is David, this one is Stephanie. We come to you all the way from Chicago.
We love playing in this bar because the sound in that room is incredible. When I strike a chord on a guitar, the whole room vibrates and it feels amazing.
Wow. It's not often that you make yourself and me cry while singing, so.
Cheers, Viva.
It also gives us a stage and lights, which really allows us to actually perform at our best.
And Stephanie sings the first part and I sing the second part, and all of a sudden, our son from the back seat sings the third part. He learned that he has a place in it.
Tomorrow is opening day for Ocean Music Fest, and one of our singers is not feeling well. She has laryngitis, so she will not be singing with us, which means that we are spending today reblocking, repositioning everybody, reassigning some of the vocal parts, and we don't get the full real practice run through that I thought we were going to get. So a lot of my focus is a little scattered. Wish us luck. I'm gonna go get ready and hopefully try to grab a quick bite to eat before we start.
Okay, first of all, great job, everybody. I know we had to change a lot in a very short amount of time in order to accommodate our situation. So I feel very happy of the work you did today. We built this city and I just wrote, yes, yes, yes. Then the transition between Basket Case and Vertigo, there's no transition bar, and it was way too long, and I think we got off the click at some point because the lights didn't match what was happening. We'll leave them wanting more. Okay, so I would like to just go through and touch the transitions that we had trouble with. So let's hop up and go through that really quickly. We only have like 20 minutes.
We've got a couple of sets in the atrium tonight. Let's see what we can get into down there. We are opening Ocean Music Fest today on the beautiful Norwegian Viva. Really excited about this. This is gonna be really fun. Today we are ported in Corfu, Greece, and I'm taking a little bit of time to get off the ship so that I can run and restock our energy drink stash and hopefully find a red bandana so that I can have a little splash of red for my costume in Ocean Music Fest. With Andrea being sick, Stephanie and I are covering some of her songs, and Stephanie right now is drilling lyrics to make sure that she's got what she needs to get. She's covering 3 of the songs and I'm only covering 1, so happens to be a song I already know pretty well. And I'm gonna do what I need to do to try to take care of us by getting us some energy drinks. Oh, look at this car. That's a cool little car. I like that.
I have not gone through the process of Tech Week into an opening night since Little Shop of Horrors in the fall of 2007. I have to forget about the weight and magnitude of this being an opening show on a brand new cruise ship, but we're also setting the precedent for every other Ocean Music Fest to come, and just really focus on what we've been doing, focus on rely on my training, take a breath, and just do it. I'm really excited, and if I think too much about all of that, I will cry. But I know we know the songs. If I focus on just doing the thing versus what it means for me to do the thing, it's going to be a great show.
You feel good. It feels similar to me to any other show that we've played. We put a lot of rehearsal hours, as you've seen, into getting ready for this. But the feeling for me before a show is very similar. It's just, I know when I have to be there, and that's pretty much the only thought that I'm letting circle around in my head. It will be what it will be. One thing that I said to Stephanie earlier when I was kind of trying to go through all the blocking changes in my head was, if it feels unbalanced, I'll move. I'll match what's on the stage and I'll fix it. And that's really all I can do. And I know that Stephanie knows how to do that. And if the two of us know how to do that, that even if the blocking isn't exactly what we practiced and the staging isn't exactly perfect as to what was told to us, that we'll be able to even it out and balance it so it looks good. I'm just excited to start the show. I'm excited to get into costume. I'm excited for the first song to have the intro say "Bad Name" 4, 3, 2, 1. That'll be so cool.
I'm excited for the blackout.
Yeah.
Like it's kinetic energy, right? The build up. The kinetic energy. Blackout. Take a breath and walk out to our spots. It's time for me to do my lashes. It's time. I'm getting weird, so it's time to go.
Time to go.
I'm never afraid to perform in front of people, but even after all of my years of performing, the thing that I'm most afraid of is playing to an empty room.
We did it! We opened. It was fucking awesome.
I'm glad it's. I'm not glad it's over. I'm glad we had performance 1 under our belts, and
Did you have fun?
it's so much fun. We all got sweaty. I felt like we got to bond with our castmates, and we got to perform on the stage where we belong.
That was so much fun. I had a great time performing really big rock songs in really big rock venue with lots of sound and the great lights. Everything about it, every bit of the production was outstanding. And I had a ton of fun watching my wife be an insane rock star and kill it. I can't wait to look back at the video and see her in Bad Romance, because with my back turned and I'm just so stiff and still in that song, I know she's killing it, but I would love to see what she does with it. So I'm excited to watch the video back. I'm excited to keep performing this show and to keep getting better and better at it. We had an awesome and super sweet little cast party backstage. There was a cake and champagne waiting for us.
Very sweet.
Cassie, our stage manager, put something together for us, and it was absolutely amazing. Thank you, Cassie. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Marjana. They all played a huge part in putting this together for us, so I'm really, really grateful. I feel really taken care of, and I'm really proud of our cast, our group, and we're gonna go celebrate with some drinks at the Belvedere with our friends.